Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. My name is Patrick, the channel's Reverse Ops. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday morning today. It is an absolutely beautiful day here in Hawaii. Scattered clouds, but man, it's a nice temperature right now, a little bit of a breeze. It's supposed to pick up a little more during the day, so hopefully after we're done here. Good morning, Kirsten, Alan. Good to see you both. We've got wee Linda in the house and Legalized Shem. Thanks all for being here. Ron, Mark, good to see you. CFI on the fly, H. Dot. All the cool kids are in the house this morning. We got Island Jenny here. Hello. Thanks all for being here so early. So we have a couple of interesting things on the airfield today. We have let's see if we can swing around over here and show you the first one. You guys might have seen this first one if you follow me on the socials. There we go. This is that Qatar Air A340 300. It's been here. What day did that come in? Was that come in Monday? I think that came in Monday. It was on the hard ramp over here by where the DHL planes usually park. They moved it sometime over the last 2 days over to just past the Aloha Air Cargo, Northern Air Cargo ramp over there. I don't know why they did that. I don't know if they did that because of the tsunami threat the other day. They moved a lot of the smaller planes over by the terminal. All the Cessnas and stuff ended up over by the terminal. So I don't know if that's the reason they moved it or if it's just other business. I don't really know. The other interesting thing is it looks like something didn't go out last night. Do a quick zip pan over here, whip pan, whatever they call it. Where is it? There it is. It looks like this didn't go out last night. It is over there on Romeo 2. This is ANA Dreamliner. It's over there on Romeo. I think it's is it Romeo 7? No, it's Romeo 7. Sorry. So this is the end, almost the end of 8 right on one of the taxiways. It's just sitting there. That's kind of where they stick stuff to get it out of the way. Sometimes if it's going to be on the airport for a while and they just need a place to stick it. They've done it with a couple of other planes in the past. Planes that are waiting for parts or stuff, they'll tow over there. So I don't know how long that's going to be here, and I don't actually know why it didn't leave. So if anybody in the chat knows, let me know, please. I'm very interested. Well, not very interested. I'm kind of interested. But, so that's there. And we got a little bit of unusual activity here today. We've already had 2 767s leave, UPS 767s leave, and that's unusual for here. We don't usually get the 767 here. It's not a usual visitor. It's an occasional visitor. But usually the 767s go to Kauai and Kona. It used to be a regular daily visitor here. It would go from Kona to here and then back to the mainland, but they stopped that a while ago. So I don't usually see it. Don't even really see it in the afternoon anymore. Unscheduled maintenance. Thank you, Mark. Our good friend and OG Mark Perry's in the house. So something broke. Okay, well, I guess it's better it broke with all wheels on the ground than broke while it's in the air. That's good. At least it's got a place to stay. So That one, maybe. It's a long way away down there. We can try to zoom in on the registration, but I don't know. That's about as zoomed in as I can get, and I can't see it on my monitor. So that is literally about 2 miles down the road. So it's a long way away. But I would bet if you looked up what the third flight, ANA flight of the day was yesterday, it's probably that one. In fact, maybe I can get it. I know one of my plane spotter friends got a picture of it. I wonder if I can get the registration off that. He posted it on the old Instagram yesterday or this morning. So a lot of you might know HNL Rarebirds. He got a picture of it. It's JA 885A is that one. So if you're interested in planes at all that come through here specifically, you might want to give HNL Rarebirds a follow on Instagram. And he also has a website that has a ton of information about stuff that wanders through here. He's been doing it for years and years and years. So I think we're going to have 3 Queen departures during the show, which is a little awkward for us. Maybe 4. I don't know if that Coletta is over there going to go out or not. Hello, Jane. Good to see you. I wish I could read your name, but I can't, so I'm just going to say good night. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, John. Oh, we got Ken in the house. Yeah, he's got a lot of information over there. If you, he doesn't seem to miss much either. So if you want a good thing, because he gets most of the ferry flights that come through here, so that's always very interesting to see some of those that are being ferried off to parts unknown on the western half of the Pacific. So he gets most of those. Oh. That flight at gate 6 the same. Oh, interesting. Have you adjusted to your day schedule yet, Mark? I think I told you, Mark, about my friend who works at Pearl Harbor. He's been at Pearl Harbor for 15 years or so at the civilian DoD side at the sub base, and he was on nights for like 15 years, and they switched him over to day side, and that was 8 months ago now, I think, and he still cannot, his body still is not used to it. It's crazy. Oh, you love it. Well, good for you. I'm glad you love it, because my friend who had the same schedule change, he hates it. Of course, he's always been, as long as I've known the guy since like 8th grade or 9th grade, and he's always been a night owl, so. Good friend Scott Rowland is doing 8K post-tsunami steps today. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Scott brings up the tsunami. I'm sure most of you heard about that. It was a lot of get ready for nothing, which I don't want to sound like I'm bashing on the media or the government, because I would rather them make a big deal and nothing happens than do nothing and something happens. So we had a tsunami warning night before last, and we did get some localized flooding and some tidal changes and some surf changes, but nothing huge. In front of the number 2 engine, let's see. Hey. Ah, there he is. There's our good friend Mark giving a wave there. That's cool. Thanks for giving the wave, Mark. Oh, I didn't realize the camera would be able to zoom in that far. That's pretty cool. Hello, Sydney. So yeah, we had the tsunami warning Tuesday night. So that was a very long day for me, because I did a stream Tuesday morning, and then I had to babysit the servers at work, and I didn't get home until after 11 o'clock at night. So I was out the door at 5:30 in the morning to get here to do the stream, and I didn't get home till 11:30, so it was a little bit before 11:30. So that was a very long day. Yeah, Jolly Roger, most things are fine. There was some localized flooding at at a hotel in Hilo and a couple of small places, but no major damage. But like I said, I don't want to. I know a lot of people are bashing the media. I see a lot of people on social media bashing the media and bashing the state government and the federal government for causing a bunch of commotion for nothing. But you kind of have to. You can't just pretend it doesn't exist, because if it did come in and there was, meter high waves coming in and somebody died, they would get roasted the other way. So you can't really win in that situation. If you're the media or the government, you can't win in that. That's a no-win situation. Because if it doesn't happen, people are going to bash you for creating a commotion. If you don't do anything and something happens, then they're going to say, "Why didn't you do anything?" So you're literally in a no-win situation. But up until about an hour out, there was buoy readings of 1 to 3 meters. So that's a lot of water. Unfortunately for us, it had to come a very long way. So. Hello, Rich. Good to see you. So that first Queen departure is now on Romeo, so it should be heading out in just a minute. That is heading off to Hong Kong. Oh, thanks, Mark. I wasn't planning on doing that. I just happened to be in a place where I could see the water, and all I had was my phone with me. I didn't like, I really didn't like streaming from the phone. If I knew I was going to be someplace close like that at the time, I would have planned a little better, but yes, the wife's plants are fine, Brandon. Thank you for your concern. We get a lot of rain at the house, so her plants are doing very well. In fact, maybe too well. This Hawaiian here is coming in from Lehue. It's a 717. Hello, Richard. Hello, Koi Blossom. Good to see you. Hello, Brad. You must have been close to the front. There's Aloha Air Cargo coming in across the screen there. That one came in. That one came in from Hilo on the crossing runway as we were watching the other one come in. Thank you very much, Richard. Richard Barnes is celebrating 10 months with us at the Inter-Island Traveler level. Thank you very much. Many thanks, Patrick and Reverse Op Support Crew. Well, thank you. thank you for all your support. I appreciate it. 10 months is a long time. I really appreciate it. How you doing? Alright, so the next one out is a 321. It's a Delta. It is going to come on this runway, which is nice. We'll see how... Sometimes these bigger ones on this runway cause trouble with my tripod because they don't bank out as quickly as the smaller planes, so we'll see how this goes. So bad. Oh, until right there. UPS is taking her time, but she is almost to the end of the runway right now. Yeah, Ken, Josh made it back safe and sound. Wonder how many UK candy bars he snuck back. That's what we do. We always take back a bunch of UK candy bars. There's a bunch of them that Mrs. Reverse Ops likes. The Lion candy bar is a pretty good one. The white chocolate Lion candy bar is a pretty good one. This one should be UPS. Of course, I've had a white chocolate Lion candy bar sitting on my table for like a week. We pulled it out of the refrigerator to let it get to room temperature, and I still haven't eaten it yet. I don't know why. But I had a very nice dessert last night, though. I was very happy. I don't know if they want their name mentioned in the stream, but I want to give a huge shout out to this is a Reverse Ops coworker who was able to get me a gallon of Bluebell homemade vanilla ice cream. So I had a dish full of Bluebell ice cream last night. I was very happy. Actually, that's the problem. Brandon. It really hasn't been calling my name, and I don't know why. I pulled it out of there, and I was like, I don't know. Yeah, Bluebell doesn't need to pay me to advertise for them. I'll do it for free. That is not a legally binding contract. If they want to pay me, they can pay me. I'll be a corporate shill. I don't have any problem with that. Alright, the Queen is now on the roll. So let's flip over here. So that UPS was off to Hong Kong. Rodney, yes, I have tried the banana pudding. It's enjoyable. I also tried the banana fudge something that they just came out with. It was good, but it didn't have enough banana in it. I think my new favorite one, well, I don't know. Bluebell the homemade vanilla has always been my favorite. But I think my new number 1A is the strawberry toaster pastry. That was really good. I like that one a lot. Hello, Flying Family Physician. How are you? Brad, that's the flavor. Yes, that's the one. Banana fudge bomb pop. Um, the Dr. Pepper float is good, but it kind of, I like the A&W one better. The Dr. Pepper float one kind of just tastes like flat Dr. Pepper to me. The A&W root beer one is better, I think. My personal opinion. So if you're sitting at home wondering, is how does a person who lives in Hawaii, a place they do not sell Bluebell ice cream, how could he have tried so many flavors? Well, I'll tell you, every time I go back to Texas, that's number one priority is to try all the new flavors that have come out. So I just go buy a bunch of pints of all the new flavors and try a little bit of each one. And then occasionally when I'm feeling like a daddy warbucks, I will have some shipped out here. I haven't done that in about a little over a year, but I'll have some shipped out here. It's extremely expensive. It's not what you call a good financial decision, but I do occasionally have it shipped out here. And then as I mentioned a little bit ago, they do sell it here at the commissary, at the Hickam commissary. I do not have access to the commissary because I'm not military, but I have my wife's friend, my wife's coworker slash friend, her husband is retired Navy, so they were able to pick me up some, and I am forever in their debt. I don't know. Is Germany famous for their ice cream? All I can think about with Germany is just the sausages, brats. Looks like they're getting ready to move that thing. That triple we saw that Mark was working on, it's heading off to San Francisco. That, like we just saw that pushed out a second ago. That'll be heading out to the reef runway in just a minute. They have ice cream in Germany. Well, every place has. I don't know if they're famous for ice cream. Like, I wouldn't. I don't. There's certain places you think of with. Like, I'm sure that French has sausages, but I don't think of sausages when I think of French. I think of French bread and baguettes and things like that. When I think of Germany, I think of sausages. I don't think of ice cream. But I'm sure both those places have both those things, Brad. So I've never been to Germany before. This will be a first for me. I've been to Austria, which is right next door. And in Vienna, they had these booths at every major intersection. It seemed like in Vienna had a sausage booth, like in the corner at the two streets. They'd have a big booth with a guy in there taking loaves of almost like French bread, like a baguette, cutting off the end of it, hollowing it out, shoving a sausage in it, and handing it to you. It was the greatest thing. It was just like, where has this been all my life? I've been told that there's a lot of stuff like that in Germany, which makes sense. So, hopefully that's the case. Because that was tasty. Alex, I haven't heard anything about the volcano erupting in a week or so. It's still active, but it's not. I don't think it's been doing the 200-foot plumes like it was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, they were. I could have. We were only in. We were going. We had a concert in Prague. We had a couple concerts in Prague, and then we had a couple concerts in Budapest. And so we took the train from Prague to Budapest, but we stopped about halfway through in Vienna for a day or two. And man, I wish we could have stayed longer. That was so good. Oh, apple strudel. There we go. That sounds very German. So, oh, I'm getting so hungry. Getting so hungry now. What is that thing moving? Oh, that's a 717 down there. Okay. Is he going all the way to the reef runway? Where's he going? There he is. He's going all the way to the reef runway. Oh, I didn't even bring this one up yesterday. Did this one fail to go out as well? We don't usually see WestJet in this show. WestJet comes in the afternoon and then leaves in the evening. So I don't know if this one got held over too. The next arrival will be the Qantas from Melbourne. It is the One World livery again. We've got that a lot. We had Yam Dreaming here yesterday and I missed it. The flight from Sydney yesterday was Yam Dreaming. Hello, Reinhard. How you doing? Hope you're well. Let's see if we can get Qantas. There it is, right there. Oh, Corey, yeah, I did see. Stacy got a picture of that yesterday. I didn't even know it was here. I can't see that from here, obviously. But maybe I'll cruise down Cam Highway and take a look. Whoa! I talked a little earlier about the wind picking up later in the show. I didn't know it'd be this soon. Gusts are coming. Still north-northeast, so no chance of anything affecting the flow. No arms. Wah wah. Jeez, the wind all of a sudden. So, yeah, let's take a break from Qantas for a second. See the wind. Really kicking up right now. Ooh, we have a queen on final. That's some of my favorite words. That queen is almost over Ava Beach, so I can see it with my naked eye, but it's really not close enough to get a good shot of. We'll get it in here in a second. Yeah, I don't know how long, or even if the Carl Vinson is still here. I know it was here the other day. Maybe it was yesterday. I think maybe the makers of Jet Tip need to work on an app, Ship Tip, to give me notifications on when all the cool ships are coming in. Hello, Renee. What's the humidity in Houston today? Oh, crud. I lived in Humble for ooh. Little bob and weave action. You see that? Did I? The UPS was trying to give me a head fake. 90% humid. Oh, jeez. 101. Yeah, I lived in Humble for about a year, and that seemed like it was the exact same temperature for like the first 5 months I lived there. So if you don't know, Humble is about 40 minutes north of downtown Houston, and I moved there in the beginning of the end of May, and it just seemed like every day it was so humid it would rain about 5 o'clock. I just thought of a funny story about the airport in Houston. Yeah, so when I lived there, I was getting a ride to the airport from a guy, and the whole ride to the air, we're going to Intercontinental, which I might have changed names by now, but I don't remember. We were going to Intercontinental from Humble, and the whole time he's talking about this. They just finished building this subway. Friggin' lawn crew is gonna kill me. And they just finished building this subway, and all I could think of was, oh, maybe it'll be easier to get to the airport now that there's a subway built. And I was kind of excited about that. And no, he was talking about a Subway sandwich shop. Well, there's a weed whacker about 15 feet from me, so unless I mute the entire stream, there's really nothing I can do about that. so I do apologize for that, but there's really not much I can do about it. And I can mute, and I have the ambient mic about as low as it'll go. You're telling me, Sydney, geez. That United was the flight heading off to Majuro. Thank you, Rainbow Love. Rainbow Love's coming with a... Oop, oop, oop. Pay attention, Patrick. Pay attention. £2 super sticker of a... Is that a dancing Shiba dog? Maybe? But thank you very much, Rainbow Love. There's another one going out, heading off to Maui. It's right in front of this UPS. There it is. Thanks again, Rainbow Love. The good news is the weed whacker guy seems to be getting further away, but I'm scared that when he's finished with the plot he's on, he's going to come right in front of us. Hopefully that's not the case. Thank you very much, Kath. Kath has been with us. Kath has been with us at the 717 Inner Island Traveler level for 6 months. So loved every minute. Such lovely people in the chat. I 100% agree. There's some great people in this chat. So that queen is going in. And then we have another queen going out. The queen going out is heading off to Ontario. We also have a Coletta over there somewhere. that I did not see on the departure thing. So hopefully that'll go out as well. Oh boy, Rainbow Love. Let's keep this PG. Oh, I missed it. How did I miss it? Our good friend Sydney at 34 left, has been with us for 17 months at the mainland travel level. Thank you very much, Sydney. It's been a great many months. Love seeing an awesome channel grow so much. Thanks to everyone for making it a fun place. Well, you do more than your fair share of making it a fun place, so thanks for what you do. And thank you for being a channel member for, wow, almost 17 months. That seems almost hard to believe, 17 months that we've been doing this, let alone 17 months of being able to be a member. That's crazy. It's just flying by. Yeah, Corey. We were watching the UPS when it started to get towed over. It's getting towed over to the United hangar. So thank you, Jane. Jane has gifted 1 reverse ops membership. Looks like South Bay Planespotter is the recipient, so please join me in thanking them. And Jane is one of our awesome mods. Does a lot for the channel, so thank you very much, Jane. So welcome everybody. If you don't know who I am, my name is Patrick. Channel Reverse Ops. We're an aviation and tomfoolery channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. It's right over there. It is 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right over there. We are at the eastern end of the Hawaii archipelago on the south shore of the island of Oahu. We do generally 3 shows a week here, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. We put out a schedule on the old Instagram and Facebook and stuff. We haven't, today is the last day of the current schedule, so I'll be putting out a new schedule most likely tonight or tomorrow morning to let you know what the next 4 or 5 shows are going to be. But most likely we'll do this Saturday, but next week I'm not sure what we're going to do yet because they're having a big air show at Kaneohe Bay Marine and Air Station, which is on the other side of the island. It's more commonly known as K-Bay. It's on the other side of the island. They're going to have the Blue Angels there and a B-52 flyover and assorted things like that. The F-22 Raptor demo team, things like that. So while we're not going to be streaming the air show itself, we're going to try to do a stream to catch some of, at least one particular aircraft that's going to the air show. There's the aforementioned B-52 flyover. I don't have any confirmation. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. I don't have any confirmation of this, but I'm 99% sure that it's going to be landing and departing from here, because they're calling it a flyover, not a departure demonstration, anything like that. They're just calling it a flyover. So my guess is it's going to be here. So we're going to try to catch that in a stream. I've never caught a B-52 in a stream. I've seen them here before, but never was able to catch one live. So we're going to try to catch a B-52 live in the stream either Friday or Sunday. I'll be going to the air show on Saturday. So either Friday or Sunday, we're going to try to catch it live. We're going to try Friday, and if we fail Friday, we're going to try again on Sunday. So hopefully the aviation gods are with us, and we are lucky. So if you'd like to help out the channel, the easiest way to do it is to hit that like and subscribe button. They're right underneath your video. There's also channel memberships available. We just finished a Kickstarter for our trip to Germany. That went very well. There's still time if you're interested in that to help out with the Germany trip. You can still give via Kickstarter or donate and let me know it needs to go towards the Germany. So, but all those links to everything like that is on a button that doesn't work apparently. There it is. That link at the top of the screen, the reverseops.com/find me. That's a good way to find all the ways to support the channel, to follow the channel, and to see hang out with your channel friends when we're not doing a stream. Because not only does it have links to support the channel, it also has links to our social media and our Discord page, so you can join the fun over on Discord. And if you think the conversation is fun here, you guys should check out the Discord page. Follow the link there, reverseops.com/find me, and then click on the Discord link. It'll take me about a day to sync up your account with the YouTube thing, but then we'll get that all handled. Then you can chat away and share a joke or two. But basically, just thanks for being here. Really like it. Really enjoy that you're here. Makes this a lot more fun for me. So, but thanks again, everyone, and we'll go back to see if we can catch. The UPS is almost out there, so we'll go back and see if we can catch some planes. Yeah, I don't know if what you think PG means and what I think PG means are the same thing. My good friend Michael Walker has been here. Wow, is that really? Wow, 18 months. Jeez. Thank you very much. Keep up the great work. Patrick, a fine channel. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks for all the support for a year and a half. Thank you very much. That is awesome. Wow, a year and a half is a long, long time. Thank you very much. Next one coming in is a FedEx Triple. It is just coming over Iroquois Point, so we'll take that right now. Thank you again. Ooh, A-10's departing at 8:25. Interesting. Hello, Ehem. I hope you're doing well. So I don't know if you can see that in the background. That's a C-37A. It is in the background there. That's coming off of Hickam. So thank you very much, Ken, our good friend Ken Smith. Come up with a $5 super chat. Says aloha. Thank you very much, Ken. I see Ken over at Walt Stream a lot lately because he's one of the newest mods over there. So Ken's bringing a little aloha to the Lone Star State over there. So that's good to see. Kick 01. Okay. So Rainbow Love has come up with another super sticker. This one looks like a dancing pear. I need to get a bigger monitor. But thank you very much, Rainbow Love, one of our triple threat mod, with £3 for the triple threat mod. Thank you very much, Rainbow Love. Alright, so that Queen turned in front of the C-37, so it'll be going out right in front of that. It is about to turn onto the runway. Thanks again, Rainbow Love. Alright, this 717 is coming in from Lehue. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, fist bump. Okay, I see. Thank you, Rainbow Love. That makes sense. Sort of. Alright, so the Queen is waiting for a small plane. Let's see what that is. Oh, that's a Sky Courier coming across. And then it should be going. Zippy is just now crossing Koalina, so it'll be down here in just a minute. The Queen is moving now, so we should be getting it through this shot. And you'll see probably my absolute favorite shot here at the airport is these big Queens going through these palm trees at the end of Lagoon Drive. I love it. Alright, so the Mango 28 is next. That's at C37. I do see something taxiing down the other end, though. Let's see if we can find that. There we go. There's two A-10s moving down the runway, or the taxiway over there. These are the ones Eham and Micah were talking about earlier in the chat. Well, I didn't think I had enough time to move to the other end, and I definitely didn't. So I'm glad I didn't try, because I would not have made it. Alright, so Zippy should be in this shot somewhere. Where is he at? Underneath the clouds. Oh, there he is. This is Zippy coming in from Tokyo. Bit of wind. Let's go back a little bit so we don't cause seasickness. Alright, so behind Zippy here in a second we should see a tanker rolling through. There's that tanker I was talking about. Oh boy. The wind is getting horrible now. I might have to take off my hat before it blows off. I think that first A10 is going now, so we're going to flip over here. We'll try a little super zoom action, see if we can hold it. Alright, so the tanker is next. It's just about down to the end of the runway. We do have a Hawaiian 10 Heavy. That's the LA with the extra X flight. That is right there. That is heading over to most likely the reef runway. Alright, so I think that tanker's on the move, so we're going to flip away from that and go see if we can get the tanker. Alright, so UPS just called the one that just left. Looks like he's gonna continue on, but he just called back to the tower to report he had a slow leak in one of his tires. Interesting. That's heading off to Ontario. Next one coming in on 8 left will be Japan Airlines coming in from Narita. It's a shorty Dreamliner. It's the 8. This will be here in just 2 or 3 minutes. Alright, so that, they're talking about doing a FOD check on 8 right because of the UPS that left here is reporting that he has a slow leak in one of his tires now. So they're asking the Hawaiian if he wants to wait for that to be finished. So I don't think the Hawaiian wants to wait. So I think the Honus are scheduled for I think it was 8:50 and 9:05, or sorry, 8:50 and 10:05. So the first one is the green one today. Estimated arrival of 8:52. The second one is the orange one, and it's still saying 10:05. So 10:05, maybe not in the show. So we need to get that. We need to get that second Honu to speed up a little bit, because 10:05, 9:55 is I figured out is the sweet spot to get out of here and get to work. Anything after that, I am rushing. Oh, let's go get a Hawaiian 10. Rainbow Love's coming with another super chat. £2 super chat with the director's chair. That's what she needs. She needs to mod from a director's chair. That would be awesome. Alright, so the next one coming in is that one from Narita I was telling you about earlier, the Shorty Dreamliner. It is should be right about in here somewhere. There it is. So because of the wind, we're gonna keep it a little wide right now, so don't shake you guys up. What did I, thumbs up, Patrick? What did I do? Oh, okay. Sorry. Thought I did something bad, Kirsten or Sydney. I saw Patrick with an exclamation point. I was like, "What did I do? What did I do?" Thanks again, Rainbow Love. I really appreciate it. Got 2 more tankers. Thanks, Mark. So the weed whackers are finally gone, if you haven't noticed. Hopefully. You guys know what follows weed whackers, though, right? What always follows weed whackers. Weed whackers are always followed by gas-powered leaf blowers to blow all the stuff away. So hopefully we don't get those. Exactly. Sorry about that. Sydney, I knew you wouldn't like that. Got all kinds of leaf blowers. Oh, I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. Yeah, there it is. I wish I knew when this could. Anybody know when this guitar is leaving? I would love to be able to catch that departing. Unfortunately, this is not the type of flight that would be listed. Oh, that's horrible with the shake. That would be listed on your normal flight radar. So it probably won't get picked up by jet tips. So it'll probably be one of those luck things. You know what's in there. Full of moo cows. I could smell that coming before I could see it. So Mark, I don't know what Qatar is doing here. They They showed up Tuesday morning. Was it? No, Monday morning. And they were over here on the hard ramp for a couple of days, and they moved them over there. I don't know what they're doing here. They're that is it Amari? I forget how you pronounce that. The Qatar Amari flights that are kind of VIP, military, high muck-a-muck people. So I don't know. They're not listed on any of the. They showed up on ADSB Exchange for a minute or two on Monday. That's how they know. That's how they knew they were coming. Next one on the reef runway is a 321 heading off to San Diego. While it's going, we will thank Michael Walker. Heart that and then show that. Thank you very much. It's a £5 super chat towards Germany. Thank you very much. I will buy a brat. I just heard the Sam say on request, and usually on request means they're talking to a fighter. But thanks again, Michael. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Kirsten. Thank you very much, TS. Says planes, planes, and more planes. That's a good combination. I like that. So the next one coming in over here is a Southwest, so we'll show that right here. But thank you very much for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate it. It really helps the channel. Yeah, we've had a lot of them recently, those cattle trucks. The story I heard is they're taking cattle over to Molokai, but I don't know really what they're doing. I don't know if they come here on a boat and then go over to Molokai on a plane. That would... The only thing I could think is there's no deep harbor on Molokai, so they can't have any of the big ships go there. They can have some of the smaller ships go there, but there's no deep harbor on Molokai, so but thanks again, TS. I really appreciate it. There's a Grand Caravan leaving on the reef runway out there. This is the one I think that's been on Hickam the last couple days. There it is. Even a super zoom, it looks really small. You don't usually see Grand Caravans leave on the reef runway. There's still a tanker down there that I think we're waiting on. It's not sure if it's ready or not. It doesn't look like the dot's close enough. Are we close to 300 likes already? Thanks, everybody. Ooh, a C-40 is lit up. Thanks, John. Alright, they just gave 8 right clear for takeoff, so should be seeing it start to roll here in a second. The waiting is the hardest part. Aha, I think it's moving now. A back time to come back. Yes, you picked a back time to come back. Alright, so we have a Hawaiian going out, then we should have Alaska going out. Hawaiian's heading off to Hilo. Alaska's heading off to Seattle. And then we have Hawaiian Flight 6 taxiing over there from Alpha right now. That is heading off to Vegas. So we're going to should get the 717 going off next. Yeah, you guys are talking about which app to use. I use Flight Radar 24, and then I also have ADSB Exchange open up. So I keep ADSB Exchange, so it is just showing me, pretty much just showing me Hickam and down to the runway. So I have it zoomed in enough where it's just showing me taxiway Juliet, basically. And then I have the other one where I zoom in and out for all the stuff that's on it. So basically, I don't know if you can see this. I have what's called the Microsoft Surface Duo. It's an old, it's my old phone. This was a phone I used a couple of years ago, but it's got two distinct screens. So it's not a foldable phone. It's got two distinct screens that fold over on top of each other. But it's really awesome for having one thing up on one side and one thing up on the other as two separate screens. So I can have one open showing just the taxiway to Juliet, and then one open that I can zoom in and zoom out. I'd still be using this as my main phone if they didn't abandon the security updates. So that's why I just use it for the apps now. But it works really good. I like it a lot. It's probably my favorite phone I've ever had. Thank you very much, Ken. Ken Smith, a very long-time member here of the channel and good friend and supporter, is coming with a $1 super chat. Thank you very much. It's the second super chat today. Thank you. Let's say a sweating sun. Alright, so that Hawaiian Flight 6 is rolling. Should be rolling now. We do have a Northern Air cargo coming in, but we'll take the Hawaiian instead. Should be right through the trees any second now. Whoa! I don't know what that Mustang hit, but it didn't sound good. Hello, Sean. Yeah, the tsunami kind of fizzled out about in the last hour or so before it got here. It had very high buoy readings up until about an hour before it got here, and then it kind of fizzled out. So the Honu, the A380, still about 20 minutes out, is south of Kauai right now. So we're looking at probably right at 9 o'clock or so. Yes, estimated time 8:59. So it is out there just south of Kauai. Next one in is a Hawaiian. It's coming in from Kailua Kona. It's almost ready to touch down. Let's go over and see if we can get it. There it is. Well, thanks, Sean. Yeah, it was an interesting day, that's for sure. Ooh, interesting. Air New Zealand's bringing in a 321 Neo today. I don't know if that's a normal thing or not. It doesn't sound normal. I thought they usually brought in the Dreamliner. They're bringing in a 321 Neo. Unfortunately, it's a little after our show. Oh, and I was talking earlier about the delivery flights. The most likely, usually they're the 737 variety, the delivery flights. We're gonna have two of them today. One's Max 8s, both of them. One's Malaysia Air and one's Hainan Air. Both coming in this afternoon. So if you're local and you want to get some interesting liveries that you usually don't see, there's two of them coming in from BFI later this afternoon. Ooh. Oh, it's a delivery flight. Interesting. I was wondering why. Wait, is that, where's that coming from? Oh, oh yeah, it's coming the other direction. Reading is fundamental, Patrick. Yeah, it's coming from YBR. What is that? It is Vancouver. I was going to say Vancouver. Too many Y's and R's. They all need to be rush songs. I can remember them easier. What time does that come in? Actual arrival. It's 1 o'clock. I wonder if I can come out here and get that on my lunch break. Interesting. I wonder what the logistics like you have to make the decision whether you go from Airbus Europe if you go this way or if you go the other way. 'Cause I know it's probably about halfway, right? To go from what's the name of the Airbus factory? My brain is not working. Anyway, from that part of Europe, isn't it about halfway to New Zealand? I know when Julia flights went to Frankfurt, they went up through Thailand and Moscow and then Frankfurt. So that's not all the way. I mean, that's, I don't know how, what is it, 4 hours from Brisbane to New Zealand? So, I don't know. I don't know. $16 nonstop, yeah. Shorter via North America. Okay. Toulouse, there we go. Sorry. Thanks, Heath. My brain doesn't work sometimes. Oh, interesting. EXs, huh? Ooh. They have that. That's the fine Corinthian leather option. That'll be nice. That's very comfortable for those pilots then. Philippines, okay. And then the Philippines to Moscow to Frankfurt, I think. I knew it was somewhere over there. That's the thing. When I tell a story, it's about 80% correct. So just you got to go with percent. That's still a B, right? That's a strong B. That would get you through college. If, about 80% of my stories are correct. Not 80% of my story. 80% of a story is correct. Oh, interesting, Stephen. I had no idea about that. Huh. I always wondered. That's one of those things I always wondered and never looked up. Like I finally got annoyed with LA with the extra X and had to look up why it was X, and it turned out it's nothing. At least the Y means something. I thought they said they went through Moscow. I really thought they went through Moscow. How did I think they went through Moscow? Now we have a Combat King lit up. That's an HC-130J. That's a pretty rare one out here. That's lit up on the Hickam ramp over there. It's not moving yet, but... Hi. So I'm down to like 60% of my story correct. That's not good. That's a low D, but as they say, D's get degrees, right? So this United 757 heading off to the aforementioned LA with the extra X. Well, I'm going to have to steal that quote, Heath. Fully autonomous Cessna, huh? Interesting. Is that what the world was asking for? So it's a cheeky, planes everywhere. It's kind of a cheeky way of me saying LAX because I always wondered what the X meant in LAX, and I finally got a chance to look it up, and it literally means nothing. It's a placeholder. When they went from 2-digit airport codes to 3-digit airport code or 3-letter airport codes, they changed from LA to LAX, but the X was just added because they couldn't think of anything else. So they just stuck an X there. Portland's the same way. Portland, the X in Portland means nothing. The X in Phoenix, though, does obviously mean something. But it just always annoyed me. From that point on, it always annoyed me that it was just, they couldn't think of anything else, so they threw an X in there. So I started saying LA with the extra X. Now I think Sacramento. I need to look up Sacramento because Sacramento has an F in it, and they need to look up what Sacramento's F stands for. Alright, so the next departure will most likely be a Southwest. It's heading down to the reef runway. It's heading off to San Diego. Sacramento Metropolitan Field, huh? Sacramento Metropolitan Field. I don't know. That's definitely better than just throwing an X on the end, but, I mean... More cows behind us. That truck smells exactly like you think it does. This Hawaiian is coming in from Tokyo. We'll flip over and get that Southwest here in a second. It's funny you mentioned that, O'Malley. I actually have I have a notes app on my phone that I just put random thoughts in. Usually there's stuff that you probably wouldn't want to put out there, but they're basically like Facebook statuses, but but a little more off the cuff, a little more raw. So I have a whole notes app full of stuff like that I just, so every time I think of something, I'll jot it down. Especially if I go to a new city. If I go to a city I've never been to before, I'll just start jotting down every random thought I have about the city. There's another tanker out there. Sometimes they're enough to get me canceled, but you know, that's why they're in my note app, not on the internet. The Super just passed over Koalina, so it'll be, looks like it'll be next in after this one here. I don't know what crazy meaning you guys have over there for the word raw, but it's not that. It's whatever you're thinking, Rainbow Love, it's not that. That 130 is moving now, it looks like. Yeah, it's definitely moving now. It's coming down towards Alpha. Alright, so the Super's up here somewhere. There it is. I'm very interested to know what it would take to get on Brandon's enemy list. Yeah, I think Flight Radar still has the wrong pictures of these planes. This is the sea green one this morning, but I think the Flight Radar has pictures of the blue one. Yeah, this is definitely the green one, the sea green one. But I think Flight Radar actually has pictures of the blue one if you go to Flight Radar. Very windy all of a sudden. So that C-130 just got its clearance to go across behind this one, so we should see it in the background here in a second. So I believe its call sign is King, I think it's at King 1, King 01 maybe. Mine shows the blue one. I don't know why. Maybe I need to update my app or something. It lists it as the correctly, but it just has the wrong picture on mine. Oh, you might be right, Fast Eddie. Now that I'm looking at it a little closer, I think the color balance might just be off on the picture. Yeah, I think you're right, Fast Eddie. I think the color balance is just off on that picture. Alright, so the next one out on the reef runway is the United heading off to LA with the extra X. Then we should have that Combat King. Yeah, they're cleaning up the stuff they knocked over with the weed whacker a little bit ago. So let's get the United. Ah, Mai Tai. That Combat King just got its clearance to depart, so we'll wait over here for it. Whoa, that was cool. Did you guys see the United in the background of that shot? He has requested a hang 10. Well, whether he gets it or not, I have no idea. Alright, so I think I got Ken's, right? Yeah, I got Ken's. Thank you again, Ken, though. Rainbow Loves coming with a O'Malley cat. Look at that. Thank you again, the £1.50 super chat with the O'Malley cat. Thank you. I hope O'Malley has that trademark so he gets a little bit of the revenue. Thanks again, Rainbow Love, for all the support today. And as always, our good friend Keith PDX is celebrating 14 months. Over a year of support. Thank you very much at the 717 Inter-Island Traveler level. At work lurking, did I miss the 22s? Not yet. We just saw them taxi out, so we're going to get at least 2, I saw. So hopefully we'll get more than that, but I did see at least 2 heading that way. Thanks again, Keith. We have our good friend DW who's been with us for 10 months at the 321 level. That's awesome. Thank you very much, DW. Time flies when you're having fun. Brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts for me. That you're a man after my own heart. Those are still my favorite. The new cinnamon roll ones are really good, but always be a brown sugar cinnamon man. Love the streams and appreciate you and the mods. I'm missing a word there because it's covered up by the label, but stream. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can see it on this screen. We appreciate all you do and the mods do to bring us the stream. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the long-term members. You guys are amazing. The next one out is a 717 heading off to Kailua Kona. Then we'll have a Southwest, and then we should have the 2 fighters that we saw. Ooh, we got a Queen arriving in 8 minutes. All right, I like that. All right, Keith. Well, hope to see you on Sunday as well. Ooh, look at all this. Wow, look at this. Look at all that dust flying in the air. Jeez. It's like sand flying in the air. That's right off of 8 right. Hopefully that didn't get caught up in somebody's engine. I'll tell you what, we need to give a shout out to the guy we're working the leaf blower here, because he is using it on the lowest possible setting. I'm very happy. Did I say Sunday? Saturday. Did I say Sunday? I don't think I said Sunday. If I did say Sunday, I was wrong. Next one out is the Southwest heading off to Vegas, and then we should have the 22s. Queen lit up on the cargo ramp as well. It's Hang 10 is approved. The only problem with the Hang 10 is they go higher than my tripod or my video head can go. Video heads cannot go straight up. Thank you very much, O'Malley. Next one in is that Atlas Air Queen. It is operated by Qantas. Little bumpy. Wonder if this guy's got Ryanair on his resume somewhere. Thanks, John. That other Queen has pushed back on the cargo ramp. I don't know if we can, let's see. Maybe I'll just see the tail. Let's see. Yeah. There's the tail facing north. So I'm going to head down the cargo ramp and depart off the reef runway. Ooh, we have a C-17 taxi. I like that. Thanks, Dude. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. So you can see in the background that moose is going by in the background. We got both DHLs coming over the windward side right now. The first one will be from LA with the extra X. The second one should be from Cincinnati. Yep, Cincinnati. They are both about, within about 15 minutes we should see both of those. Dude, you call it a Fred. Oh. Thanks, Eham. Lots of stuff going on this week at the old airport. So while we're waiting for everything to get in position, we have the Queen heading down, and we also have the C-17 heading down. Just want to say thanks for coming by today. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out, and watching planes with me. It's always a lot of fun. If you're new here, my name is Patrick. It says it right here. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're an aviation live stream and tomfoolery channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. It's right there. It's about 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right over there. We're on the south shore of the island of Oahu, somewhere on the eastern end of the Hawaii archipelago, kind of in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So because of that, we get a lot of cool stuff rolling through here. Things on diversions, things on ferry flights, things that just quite can't make it over the Pacific all stop here. So it's always fun. You truly never know what you're going to expect. In the day of flight radar and all the apps and everything, it's hard to say that anymore, but you truly never know what you're going to see here. So we usually do 2 or 3 shows a week. Usually Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So we'll be back here on Saturday. Next week is going to be a little weird because we have an air show coming up, but I'll release a schedule closer to Friday for next week. And we're going to try to catch the Buff at least once in and out of here, either Friday or Sunday. Hopefully Friday, because I'm afraid if it does the flyover and then just leaves on Sunday. So hopefully Friday. If you'd like to support the channel, like to help the channel, there's a couple of like and subscribe buttons down there somewhere. We also have some ways to help out the channel financially. You can join as a member for as little as $1.99 a month. The C-17 is just about to roll, so I'm going to keep this short. But that link up at the top is a really good way to find all the ways to support support the channel. So the C-17 is rolling, so I don't want to miss that. So we're going to go over here and get, but at that link you can find all the social medias and all the ways to support the channel. So reverseops.com/findme. And I'll put that up here in a minute after the C-17 leaves, in case you didn't have your pencil ready. Thank you, Debbie. Hi, 717 is snuck in front of the Queen that's about to go out. So that'll be the next departure on the refront. We do have a Japan Air that just touched down, but we're gonna hang on this moose as long as my arm can follow it. We'll hang on this moose. Ooh, another Combat King going out. Man. The arm needs a second of rest. That's keeping that steady is rough. Ooh, there's the 717. Alright, next out should be the Queen. It's a UPS 747-400 freighter. It's heading off to Sydney. J.O., I don't think... I will definitely not be broadcasting the show itself. It's... Logistically, it's very hard, and it's... The air show's on a peninsula. And so to get close enough to show center, you have to be in the air show, and then you're surrounded by a billion people who all have their cell phones. So getting a signal there would be almost impossible. And then I don't even know if they'd want me on a military base doing a live stream anyway. So we're just not even going to tackle that. We're not going to try that. It's just logistically, it's too hard getting all the equipment in, hoping to get a good cell signal. So we're just not going to do it. However, on Friday or Sunday, we're going to try to catch the B-52. They're doing a B-52 flyover at the air show all 3 days. So we're going to try to catch that. Plane Cruise, you might know, they're doing an air show this weekend, so they're not on island yet. So they are actually, the Blue Angels are actually performing the 2nd and the 3rd in Seattle. So most likely they'll fly from Seattle to here, most likely on Monday. Last time they were here, they flew in on the Monday of the show. So we'll see how that, if it's the same schedule this time. I don't know for sure, but I think last time they were at K-Bay, they flew in on the Monday. So this is the DHL Singapore 777. This is the one coming in from LA with the extra X. The one from Cincinnati should be behind it. Wednesday, Patrick. Oh, good. Wednesday. Interesting. Okay, that's good. Of course, Wednesday or Monday doesn't help me out. I got to work both days, so. And it's not, they're flying into K-Bay, so it won't be as easy just to zip over there and get them coming in. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Very kind of you. Yeah, luckily she was, luckily everything turned out okay, so, but she was at high ground and I was in a very tall building, so it all worked out. Luckily it was just kind of a dud, but I'll take that over anything else. So Sarah, you said you emailed me the other day, but I never found it. So I apologize for that. I don't know. I never found your message. So Sarah, the easiest way is patrick@reverseops.com. That's the easiest way. That way it comes right to my phone. I don't have to search for it. If you email me through the social media apps, I don't have any of the notifications turned on those. So sometimes it's hard for me to find them. Oh, J.O. Blues. That's J.O. That's interesting. I've never. The last time they came here, I watched them from the bay side over there come in, so I wasn't on this side. I did see them leave, go over Pearl Harbor. Unfortunately, I have to work that Monday too, so this work thing is really getting in the way. It's a good thing I like my job. Alright, Sarah, I'll look again, but I do apologize, but I couldn't find it. I have too many social media things, too many ways. I just need to cut back. Oh, if we do 9 a.m. over Pearl Harbor, I wonder if I should do a show on Monday. Interesting, because I could follow them all the way over Waikiki from here. I have to think about that. No, Brandon, I actually truly like my job. I do. A lot of people say that just because they feel forced to, but I really like my job. I've been there almost 12 years now. So if I didn't like it, I would have been gone way before now. Okay, this is the second DHL that was coming in. This one's coming in from Cincinnati. So this will end up being parked relatively close to the other one over there. Getting fierce. Can you guys hear that? Hopefully it's not too annoying. Hello, Lee. Thanks for rubbing it in, Ken. Alright, let's do an A380 check, because we got realistically about 10 more minutes. But last time I looked, that second A380 was taking its sweet time. It is actually getting later and later. So now that second A380 is showing up as 10:13, so we might miss the second A380 in the show. Unfortunately, I do have to get to work. The my absolute really drop dead is 10:05, but I don't like pushing it that far. So if I get out of here at 5 till, that's a good leisurely pace where I'm not rushing to get everything packed up. So we got about 10 more minutes or so. We'll see if we can get this Combat King to go. Oh, Qantas is going out. That's good. You see it in this shot? Is that it in this shot? That might be it in this shot up there. Up there. Oh, that's cool. See Qantas coming in and out. That's good. We didn't see that the other day. I'm going to mute this other mic because I don't want to be too much wind noise. Killing you guys. Oh, interestingly, I'll have to go back and look for a picture of that. That sounds cool. That's funny, Sydney. So that one in the background is that C-40 Clipper that's coming out of Hickam. It's right behind the Qantas. See the tail and the nose sticking out. Let's back up a little bit. The wind is picking up again. Ooh, I want to try something real quick. Why we got a live stream going? Let's see. There. Go here. That. Okay, 1. 04. Ooh, interesting. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Gotta move that a little bit, but that's close. Look at that. Didn't show you. It doesn't have your. Doesn't have the icon or your thing. Alright, let's try. Let's try another one. Let's move it up. I don't know if I can move it at all. Oh, that's interesting. I'll send it again. There we go. Interesting. Well, at least it kind of works. So I'm practicing. I'm trying to figure out a way for some of these travel shows. It's hard to have a computer set up to do the chats. So I'm trying to figure out a way to do it with my phone. So okay, that worked with that. Let's see if it works with the phone. Oh, thanks, Lee. I'll have to look that up. That sounds really cool. I know they did a lot of weird things with the Concorde for promotions over the course of its early days. So. Alright, so we're gonna probably call that Combat King our last plane of the day. Aha! 17th time's the charm. Ooh, I can do it from the phone. All right. Sweet. All right, Qantas is next. All right. That'll save me a headache. Ooh, let's try it with Scott's. Unfortunately, that's really weird. It doesn't show the super chats. Interesting. I'll have to figure that out. Figure that out. Oops. Alright, Qantas is on the roll. But much mahalo, Patrick. Another awesome stream. Well, thank you very much for that, for being a member, and for all your support, Scott. I really appreciate it. Tell the kids I said hello. Sorry I missed the C-40 Clippers. I was distracted with my thing. Not that thing. So it's waiting for a FedEx to go. The Combat King is the second departure. There's a 717 in front of it. Thanks for being here, Sarah. We'll see you next time. Yeah, Saturdays are usually my longer shows, Sarah. The ones here today, I have to get to work, so. Oh, thank you very much, David. As always, enjoy your stream, Patrick. Well, thank you very much, David K. Snell. $5 super chat. Appreciate it a lot. I will, John. Thank you. All right, thanks everybody. It's been a lot of fun today. I'd like to thank all my channel members. The 787, the 330s, the 321s, and the 717s. You guys are all amazing. I really appreciate everything you all do for the channel. Morning. Unfortunately, A3HA, so I have to go. I'm really pushing it as we're at now, and it's last I checked, it was 10:15, and I can't stay that late. I wouldn't get to work in time. Thanks to my mods, Kirsten, Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Sydney, Brad, Josh, O'Malley, Jane, Allen, and Firetruck, with a big special shout out to Mrs. Reverse Ops. Hi, thanks everybody. It was a lot of fun today. Sorry I can't stay for the extra A380, but we'll see it on Saturday. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. Be happy. Be good to each other. And aloha.